guys, I'm back and I decided to video one of my new inkings that I've been doing. So yeah, I got this sketchbook about last week I think, and I've been doing some inking in it, kind of prepping for Inktober, testing out paper and supplies and stuff. So I sketched this today. I think I'm just going to ink it now. All I did was I sketched it out first with this mechanical pencil that everyone seemed to have in middle school. I have two water brushes, one with an extremely light tone and one with more of a medium tone, white gel pen, brush pen, Micron, which is the PN, so it's like a hard nib, and then a Sharpie. I have an idea for this sketch, so I'm super excited. So yeah, the first thing just to note is that when I do this, the reason why I have all these supplies like this is so that I can make art on the go. I have like all these water brushes and stuff so that it's super easy and I can paint and sketch anywhere really. When I'm inking like this, I just do it right over top of the sketch. I don't lighten anything up first. Yeah, I don't erase, I don't lighten the pencil marks. It's just, I go straight in over top of the ink. And if this was watercolor, I wouldn't first off sketch with graphite. I would sketch with Prismacolor Cool Erase pencils, these ones, because they don't rub in and blend in. But since I'm just sketching with ink, since I'm just painting with ink, that's the one, I'm totally okay with just leaving the graphite at full intensity, I guess is the word. Yeah, full intensity, because if it smudges, it smudges. And I kind of like the look that it has. So next I just go straight in over top with my medium color. It's a little bit darker. Even like I think it's still pretty wet. Honestly, sometimes I wait for it to dry, but for the most part I just kind of go over it. And you can see, hopefully you can see, that yeah, it's just a darker tone. It's the same exact ink that's in both of these brushes, just one has more water mixed in. I'm having a hard time painting and talking. It's a very difficult skill. If you have that skill, I don't know how you do it. Sometimes when I'm doing this step, it's like jarring, because to go from the light color or from the paper to the light color it's not really that different, but to go from the light color to this color, it can feel really different. And so I just have to remind myself though that the darkest color is going to be black, and that'll definitely be noticeable. Yeah, this is kind of just my process, just going in and darkening, just kind of painting like normal, except with these brushes. I definitely think about all of my values before I just go in with these inks. So I think about what color I want her skin, her hair, her shirt in the background. And then I also think if I want each area rendered kind of like how her skin is, or flat, like how I'm going to be doing her hair. The one area that I really want to step it up on is I don't have enough dark skin illustrations, and that's just totally my own fault because I just don't do it. I know how to do it. I can do it well. I would like to say that I think these inks maybe limit me a little bit, because I know how to do light skinned with the two colors I have, and it would be a little bit more difficult to do dark skin with the two tones I have. But I also kind of feel like that is me making excuses, and there shouldn't be excuses for something like that. There should be representation. Really funny side note while I'm doing this is I recently went through a bunch of my older artwork, and in high school I drew men and women equally. So it wasn't like I am doing now where I only draw women, and I drew both. There wasn't like a majority of one over the other, and I was good at both equally. But I also think a lot of artists get to a point where they only draw one, but I'd love to eventually, not right now, but eventually get more representation between both sexes in my drawings. And artists who do have both, I'm always so amazed. I do follow a few who, I wouldn't say equally, but maybe like 60-40 draw men and women, whichever one they draw more, and it's impressive. When I was originally drawing this girl, I had to draw her eyes so many times, and even now I'm kind of like, they are right. White time. So one small thing that does bother me that you'll never be able to see in this video or from my posts online is, and that's because I edit my photos, is that the Pentel brush pen and the Sharpie are different shades of black. And so the Sharpie is actually this really nice cool color, and so next to it the Pentel brush is like almost a warm black, and I didn't notice that until I started using them together. And then I was like, oh god, Sharpie has such a nice color. Why don't people use Sharpies more in their artwork? I actually like found out very recently that I like Sharpies in artwork, in inking, and I do plan on making it a part of my Inktober. And the really cool thing about this is the white gel pen goes over it really easily, so these areas where I got too close, don't even have to worry about it. I know that the white gel pen is going to fix that later when I get back to it. Look at that. Sometimes the white gel pen doesn't like certain inks or certain watercolors, and I'm super happy that it doesn't mind Sharpie at all. Done! I'm gonna darken up a few areas. I often do this just to kind of bring in like almost a third secret dimension into some areas. Her ear is whack. I just think it helps a little bit. I'm actually really happy with the background. It was kind of a pain, but it looks freaking good. So that's art, right? It brings you pain, but as long as it looks good. So yeah, that's it. That's kind of just my process. That's it. That's kind of the process I go through with inking. I have layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and my handy dandy Sharpie isn't really its own layer. It's with the black colors. I don't know if that's in shot. So yeah, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I am currently posting a lot of things to my Patreon if you want to check that out. Just $1 to read almost everything that I have on there. Working on a lot of cool things over on Instagram if you want to check that out, and Etsy. I have a ton of new products up and for sale. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'd enjoyed. Bye.